surfing's not a sport. It's a way of life, no hobby. It's a way of looking at that wave and saying, hey, bud, let's party.
Hold on to your balls, because after a 24-year hiatus, the stand-up coaster is back. On October 18th, SeaWorld Orlando announced Pipeline, the surf coaster. This first-of-its-kind stand-up coaster is being built by the Switzerland-based manufacturer Oliger & Mabillard, or B&M for short. Pipeline is a new type of stand-up dubbed surf coaster, hence the name. The ride is currently under construction and is expected to debut in the spring of 2023. I say expected because, you know. I gotta say, we didn't think we would ever see the return of a stand-up coaster. Not only has a single one not been built since Georgia Scorcher in 1999, but many have been converted into floorless coasters, such as Mantis becoming Rougarou, Vortex becoming Patriot, and Iron Wolf, the very first B&M, becoming Firebird. With Pipeline, B&M has come full circle, reinventing their first coaster type and making it into something rather unique for the modern era, which is really awesome to see. Pipeline will feature 5 airtime moments and 1 inversion over 2,950 feet of track. It starts off with an LSM launch at 60 miles an hour that takes riders over an airtime hill, which should be quite fun. There's one on the Riddler's Revenge at Six Flags Magic Mountain, and it's great. Which takes you to what is being called a hammerhead element. It looks awesome as well, but I wouldn't want to encounter a hammerhead shark while I'm surfing. At 110 feet tall, the element will be the tallest point in the coaster. And then it's up over a giant S-turn and then down into a water element, which is really cool because, you know, it's a surf coaster. And then it's on into what they're calling a wave curl inversion, which looks quite unique and kind of like the corkscrew that's on Gatekeeper. While it might be the only inversion on the ride, it totally makes sense. It's the Pipeline wave that you'll be riding. It'll be like, righteous! Yeah! The ride then finishes off with a series of turns and height changes, just like you would be doing if you were riding a wave. The trains are designed to mimic the look of surfboards. We think the design looks incredible. It takes the stand-up concept and gives it an actual meaning. The most visual difference is the 2 across seating, standing, which is a departure from the 4 across that B&M is known for. And I hate to say this, but it's giving us mad Togo vibes. Hopefully it's the only thing it has in common with Togo. The seats also have the ability to flex up and down as the coaster is in motion, which a lot of people think will solve the problem of getting your manhood smashed. But to us, it feels like it might make that problem worse. If you know how to ride a stand-up coaster, you know to bend your knees and give a little bit of room between the seat and your family jewels before the seats lock. That way, not only do you have clearance, but your legs can act as a natural shock absorber. Sort of like what will happen with Pipeline. However, it looks like there won't be an option to keep a gap between your crotch and the seat. The vest-style over-the-shoulder restraints look to keep the rider firmly planted down. And look at those feet coming off the ground. Oh, yeah, that doesn't look good. Is this their way to get coaster enthusiasts not to have kids of their own?
You are not!
Another difference from the old style stand-ups is that this one launches, which is something B&M has not done a lot of. In 1999, they built the Incredible Hulk at Islands of Adventure, which uses a tire-propelled launch system. And then Thunderbird in 2015, which was their first use of an LSM launch. With Pipeline, they're going back at it again with an LSM launch, which is really exciting to see, especially for a stand-up. And it totally makes sense given the theme of the ride. Now, I want to touch on the name, which is getting a bit of hate. Yes, it's long and breaks the mold of other coasters in the park that consist of one word. Manta, Kraken, Mako. But if you know anything about surfing, you'll know that Pipeline is short for Banzai Pipeline, one of the world's best and well-known surf breaks, located on the world-famous north shore of Oahu, Hawaii. Adding the surf coaster might be a tad redundant, but it is what it is. People will just end up calling it Pipeline, as they do with Batman the Ride, just being called Batman. Well, sometimes it's that blue coaster over there, but yeah. Lastly, the location. It is perfectly placed behind the front gate. With Manta standing to the left and Pipeline to the right, the SeaWorld Orlando entrance is going to look stunning as you approach it from the parking lot. Pipeline will be the 7th coaster at SeaWorld Orlando, and the 4th from B&M. Having that many coasters from B&M in one park is something that you don't see too often. There's Six Flags Over Georgia, Cedar Point, Six Flags Magic Mountain, Carowinds, Six Flags Great America, which have 4, and Six Flags Great Adventure has a whopping 5. This puts SeaWorld Orlando in some very elite company. It's a promising concept that we hope is picked up by other parks in the US. SeaWorld San Diego, on the ocean itself, would be a prime location. The concept could also easily be turned into a snowboard theme. Elitz Gardens? Yeah, no, who are we kidding? But we want to know what you think about this new addition to SeaWorld Orlando. How will it stack up against the other coasters in the park? And where can you see more models being built? Drop a comment below. Also, if you're a fan of this type of content, please consider giving our channel a sub and this video a like. It really helps us out a great deal and is very much appreciated. And, as always, thank you for watching. This video wouldn't have been possible without the incredible animation seen here, provided to us by BGW fans. So a very special shout out and thank you to them for allowing us to use it. A link to the original video is down below in the description, along with a link to their website. We highly recommend checking them out. Alright, have a good one. Bye.